From the stillness of the singularity, a tremor of possibility, one surge splits in two, an outer web of trembling particles, an inner time-spirit field, the womb of singularity's twin birth of the exterior and interior reality dimensions, dual aspect, emergence of matter and spirit field conscious awareness. The spirit field is like a singularity, a place where math equations break down, not science the way we usually mean it, but human conscious awareness, experience felt, known, lived. And collapsing clouds of fire kindles gravity's promise of light. It steadies itself, burning for eons in quiet equilibrium. But fuel is finite, the core swells. Behold, photons are its breath, radiance is its lifeblood, fusion is its heartbeat. And the star burns not for itself alone, but for all future ages. And thus, the star became the first sermon of the universe, a living scripture written in light. Stars are our most proven teachers of longevity in the cosmos. They endure over unimaginable timescales. For better health and longer life, balance your body's energy and your spirit's coherence. Live like a star, die like a star. For a better and longer life, live with balance, like a star that lives for billions of years by its equilibrium of inward gravity versus outward radiance pressure. For a better and longer life, live with balance, stability, coherence, resonance. That's the premise. A star balances forces in space, but humans have to balance more: mind, body, and spirit. If we want stability, coherence, and alignment, humans need more than physical stability. We need coherence, mind, body, and spirit working together. SDAE is a way of returning to alignment. Attention, rhythm, connection, meaning, not perfection, coherence. Protect your space-time. If it warps your space-time, if it warps the curvature of your space-time, it doesn't belong in your orbit, so protect your space-time.
And after so long, it can feel like the heavens are silent.
When compassion goes missing, the dying start asking questions that break the heart. Some NuSpecies pray for years, begging for the pain to lift. They feel dread inside the mind, inside the conscience, aware of the cold hand of time, and sometimes the icy distance.
You are not your disease, and your sadness is not weakness. Your spirit is crying out for what's missing.
You are still here. And SDAE declares, like a living scripture,
NuSpecies SDAE says you're not gone. Your time is not yet. You're not your disease while you live, and not your disease after.
This balance, coherence, are my prayers just mustard seeds thrown on stone, winds in a meadow that whistle, with no answer?
Only you can abandon you. You may be out of alignment, disconnected from the spirit field. There is a field within you. Reconnect.
Lost from your inner spirit balance and stability, you're without coherence and resonance.
Is this my end for lack of knowledge? Tell me, what is the spirit field?
The spirit field is like a singularity, a place where math equations break down.
Not science the way we usually mean it, but human conscious awareness, experience felt, known, lived.
If humans are born of the cosmos, then the cosmos echoes inside us, as the cosmos must echo in singularity. Your emotions live in an inner cosmos or universe in you that must balance the outer world you're in. And here's the hard truth. Your spirit field, your inner space-time, can be warped. By isolation, by constant stress, by sadness, each so heavy. We are woven together by invisible threads. When those threads move, space and time bend with them. Entanglement isn't just a theory, it's a dance we all share. If anyone or anything warps the curvature of your space-time, it doesn't belong in your orbit. The NuSpecies SDAE spiritual origin story is dignity. Make no mistake, we venerate science. Over 25 years, I've spoken with many NuSpecians across cultures who were deteriorating even after long medical journeys. Their stories, their practices, and their resilience continue. My mother passed from complications of a condition, and even with treatments, she still suffered deeply. My father passed from a condition that early detection didn't give him the guaranteed time. Witness, community, coherence. Witness, NuSpecies SDAE, was built to answer the human moment, to restore dignity and spiritual stability. Many NuSpecians have shared their experiences publicly, stories of support, stability, and regained hope. This is what community resonance and NuSpecians ask SDAE. How do I live like a star and die like a star? What does this mean? It means burn bright, give warmth, live like a star. They're born, they stabilize and evolve, they transform. Their life cycle isn't mystical. Birth. Stars live a long time for one reason: balance. A star survives because inward gravity is matched by outward pressure. This is hydrostatic equilibrium. In your body, longevity also depends on balance, homeostasis. Moment by moment, you regulate your inner stability, energy, temperature, recovery, and rhythm. Energy moving through cells, heat rising and dispersing. Life is not static. Life is the motion of mass. In SDAE, systems can sustain themselves through flow, balance, regulation, and transformation. A human being lives through rhythmic flows, blood circulating, oxygen entering and leaving, each beat. Metabolism, ATP, electrochemical gradients. But there is another sense: process, life. So SDAE speaks of a living universe as a metaphor for the non-living processes that birth worlds. In SDAE, the word alive can mean more than one thing. Biological life is defined by biology, but processes can be alive in their own way. SDAE answers clearly. Stars are not alive like us. In SDAE, sacred nature and the universe are alive as a creator, but not as creatures. And the simplest reason stars feel alive is this: they make life possible. From the ruins of a star come the elements, gifts gathered. Stars forge many of the elements that life depends on: carbon, oxygen, iron, calcium, and starlight powers Earth's ecosystems. Here's a profound scientific truth. The atoms in your body have a cosmic history. We inhale. The oxygen atoms were forged in stars. On Earth, living systems later shaped them into the air we breathe. The oxygen atoms you breathe were forged in stars. The carbon in your body was forged in stars. If the elements in our bodies were forged in stars, then maybe stars are more than distant lights. Maybe they're teachers of stability, birth, stability, evolution, structured, self-sustaining, and governed by balance. Pressure pushing outward, gravity pulling inward, photons streaming into the dark, balance held in a heartbeat of fire, a star's quiet compromise between. Stars are our most proven teachers of longevity in the cosmos. They endure over unimaginable timescales. This is the way a star survives: immense time, gravity pulling inward, radiance pressing outward. When those forces match, the star balances. Behold, photons are its breath. Radiance is its lifeblood. Fusion is its heartbeat. For a better and longer life, live with balance, stability, coherence, and resonance. That's the premise. Live like a star. They're born, they stabilize and evolve, they transform. Their life cycle isn't mystical. Birth. NuSpecies SDAE says again, live like a star. Protect your space-time for a better and longer life. If it warps the curvature of your space-time, it doesn't belong in your orbit. So protect your space-time. And with balance comes stability. With stability comes coherence. Worse. So the ancient ones of SDAE looked upward and said, we inhale the star. You're made of star-processed matter. Form stars, forge elements, and send photons traveling through the dark like messages. If those photons stop, the star's luminous life ends. So in the language of metaphor, the star breathes light. That's the premise. Ages pass, and a star grows old, but it doesn't vanish into nothingness. But cosmic processes can behave like living systems, stable, rhythmic, self-sustaining, until balance is lost. Its death becomes a giving, its collapse becomes a scattering. Its atoms become the seeds of future worlds, scattering the pieces of itself. From its ashes came the elements that will shape worlds. From the ruins of a star come the elements of worlds, gifts scattered through the dark. And from the quiet end of a life come gifts, too. From the ruins of a star come the elements, gifts gathered. And humans, just as a star, our bodies return to nature. Our breath to the air, to the cosmos, and lives on in others. So, SDAE says, live and die like a star. Shine. And SDAE says, live like a star and die like a star. Gift your atoms to the cosmos. So SDAE says, warm who you can and return your gifts with dignity. That's the premise.
As human, you complete your role. You extend ancestral lineages and bloodlines. Now, return with dignity.
You complete your role. You extend ancestral lineages and bloodlines. Now return with dignity.
And remember the star's balance, stability, coherence, resonance.
Dawn returns. Seasons return. Breath returns. And the human heart, again and again. Lost from your inner spirit balance and stability, you're without coherence and resonance.
Expressionism SDAE says again, live like a star. Protect your space-time for better and longer life.
For better health and longer life, balance your body's energy and your spirit's coherence. Live like a star. Die like a star.
For a better and longer life, live with balance, like a star that lives for billions of years by its equilibrium of inward gravity versus outward radiance pressure.
For better and longer life, live with balance, stability, coherence, resonance. That's the premise.
And here's the law. Don't let anyone or anything warp the curvature of your space-time. If it warps your space-time, it doesn't belong in your orbit.
You increase the spirit field each time you forgive, each time you show kindness, like a free photon traveling immense ages with warmth. And here's the law. Don't let anyone or anything warp the curvature of your space-time. If it warps your space-time, it doesn't belong in your orbit.